Square, North Church, with Arkansas, Adam Victor Tom, 29 Ida. That's AVT 29I. It's going to be on a white Chevy Silverado.
I recently purchased the most popular glucose meter online.
You know, two vehicles in the A, two-way straight in front of the post office.
Copy, are there any injuries?
I don't believe so. I'm checking out.
Well, hello everybody. It's James, the content creator here at Natural State Transparency. We're coming to you live from Northeast Arkansas in Jonesboro. And without missing a beat, we're already responding to a call of a two-car accident that just happened down the street. So we're going to go down there and check it out real quick. Hope everybody's doing good this evening. And we're going to get right to it. Here we go. I have my trusted cup of coffee handy tonight. We are sipping on some Starbucks Christmas blend with a little bit of half and half in it. Well, that'll keep us going. That'll be our go-go juice for tonight. Supposed to be a two-car accident right here in this block. We're going to go check it out.
Possible 25.
Copy. No, I don't think we have anyone Spanish speaking on right now. Do you have anyone that can?
The park ranger available?
All right, the accident's right here, and I think the unit just keyed up and said possibly 1025, which is an intoxicated driver. So we are going to pull in this parking lot, and we're just going to...
You said that last again?
We're going to see what all's happening here.
22.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Dispatch, I'll be en route, so... across.
Copy.
Okay, so if you're pulling in there, I'm gonna pull in.
It's been 11 for it.
I'm gonna pull in
Copy.
here.
Hold on, status.
509 dispatch, I'm 10-4, I'm on 9. Just thought you'd be here to stay here with her.
I'm gonna work on that glare. I see we have a glare on the window, and I have some shop towels. Hang on just a minute. We'll get that glare off that window for you, because that looks like crap. Be right back with you.
For dispatch. Dispatch.
Give me just a minute, guys. I'm using another phone right now so that I can communicate with y'all, but I need to log in. Sherry K, thank you so much, Sherry K. I see that. I didn't
144, go ahead.
I didn't want to miss it. I see it, and I want to say thank
Got
you.
one by name, date of birth. First of Juan. That's John Union Adam Nora. Last of De Leon. That's David Edward Lincoln Edward Ocean Nora.
All right. Let's switch this over to me real quick.
On 24 is on an MVA at Fair Park and Race.
We're at Fair Park and Race now. So that call you just heard at Fair Park and Race is actually where I'm sitting right now. We're watching the call, the accident right here. There's a lot of calls happening in Jonesboro right now. We're not probably going to stay here very long. We'll go to another call. I'd like to say hello to everybody that's coming to the room. I haven't acknowledged you yet. I see my buddy Ron from Imboden. Hello, or Black Rock.
For dispatch.
Hello, hello.
Alright.
I'll be right with y'all. Switching this phone over.
County has a Spanish-speaking officer, or if they have a Spanish-speaking jailer available. One 24 dispatch. Can we copy at 28?
Alright.
William Paul, William King Ida, WP, WKI. I don't need to return, just to be with log it.
Well, how do you sign out?
86 dispatch. Probably traffic stop.
Why is this such a hard thing to do? Switch account.
And then
That
to
might help.
Star Wash, Car Wash on Yuck Johnson. With a white Toyota 960 Zebra Union George, 960 ZUG. Dispatch, reach out me 10 on chest. for dispatch.
Go ahead.
Did you have the events throughout to check out for facial injury?
All right, so now in theory I should be able to. There we go. Let's see if that's right. Let's see if I did that right. This phone is crazy.
Engine 3. Fair Park, Boulevard, and Ray Street. Fair Park, Boulevard, and Ray Street. NBA, injury. Respond on fire ground 1.
Okay, guys, they are bumping out the fire department to this call for injuries now here at Race and Fair Park in Jonesboro. We are still on scene. I'm still trying to get my second phone set up so I can communicate with y'all as well. Just, I appreciate your patience. I had to do a restart on the phone, so. It's an older phone. So here in a few minutes, Jonesboro Fire Engine 3 will be on scene to treat one of the drivers here that was injured.
Will you readvise what your stop location was? I didn't realize you didn't have ABL. I couldn't look.
Yeah, I'm a little north of Pleasant Grove here on Johnson, a place called Star Wash Car Wash.
Engine 3's en route. Check, saying route to the intersection of Fair Park, Boulevard, and Ray Street, Fair Park, and Ray Street for NBA injury, en route 1833.
Dispatch is 153, going 10-7 already.
I don't see him on duty.
Simple, thank you. C42 Jonesboro, C24. C42. 49 South at Tech, Arkansas Adam Paul John, 69 Edward, APJ, 69E, Red GMC, I think it's a terrain. It's an Acadia. Is it what?
Command, be out, checking for injury. On scene 1833.
All right, so they are 97 here, the engine 3, and we're going to get out of our vehicle and zoom in a little bit, get out of this glare.
Yeah, well, I'll be 15 one time out the county.
I'll leave my window rolled down so I can monitor that radio traffic. Stand by and I'll give y'all a view here. I don't have my tripod with me. Let me see if I can set my phone up here so it's not as, so I'm not moving around as much. Hang on, guys. I actually have a suction cup mount that we're using tonight as well for our broadcast, and I could use that. Cops are looking at me like, what is he doing? I already know. All right, let me post up right over here and we'll get this picture still for you so we're not moving around as much. Stand by just a second here. Put y'all on the mount and we'll watch them do the jobs out here. And I'll respond to some of your comments as well. So stand by. Put you on the mount. So one of y'all just asked if the vehicle was a hit and run. That's negative. The other vehicle involved is over here. The officer is talking to them now. They're over there at that red car, not the white car. Hold on. The group of people that are close to that red car on the far right corner of your screen, one of those is an officer. He's got his safety vest on. He's talking to two people that were involved in the wreck, that were driving that red car. But the most of the damage is to that white car that's out on the road with the fire engine. And that's who the fire department is out talking to right now and treating possible injuries there. It's just a 2-car accident here in Jonesboro. It's not really something that, you don't see all the time. Wrecks happen all the time, every day. And we'll get out of here before long. It's just, this is what we do. I like to show you a thing or two. I'd like to tell everybody a disclaimer that we're not out here to take any law enforcement action. I'm a street journalist. I've been doing this for a long time. I do have some prior law enforcement related experience. And so what I like to do is marry the two concepts together, get out here with some street journalism and to show you a thing or two of what is happening right here in the great state of Arkansas. But we are not trying to take any type of law enforcement action, intervene, or get in any first responders' way. So as long as I like to say that, there's a disclaimer in the beginning of our broadcast, just to get that out of the way, to dispel all rumors that we're out here trying to be the police or something like that, because some of those trolls like to accuse us of doing that, and that is not what we are trying to do. We're trying to show you a thing or two, show you what's actually happening right here in Arkansas. And I'm an Arkansan, so who better to show you than an Arkansan himself? Now we are getting ready to get out of here because they're going to be done with that before too much longer. Pamela, I see Pamela's comment there. Thank you so much, Pamela, for that. Very generous of you and all of the viewers this evening that like to help support the channel and help us out a little bit. It definitely goes a long way, and it is very much so appreciated. Officers over there talking to the group of folks again from the red car. Looks like he just took a picture of their car. Now he's walking back to the other car. You're going to see him on your screen here in just a second. The officer, there he goes. That's the officer that's working the accident. He's got a safety vest on. There is still a car in the street. We still have traffic passing through. Now, mods, I'm working solo tonight, mods. I don't have anybody else with me tonight, so make sure if we've got some of those trolls in the chat room that you handle them accordingly, please. Because this is going to be a nice conversation we're having, respectful. We're not going to get in here and be idiots tonight in the chat. So, mods, you're on notice. Start booting. Thank you. Looks like the tow truck has arrived on scene here. Thank you, Mockingbird. I saw that. That's what, when I saw you did that, that's what made me think to mention it. So I appreciate that. Glad that y'all, you know, I never have to worry about that. You guys are and gals are already on it. So, you know, that comes as no surprise that you're already handling it. I see a mention about the Friday fatality that happened in Craighead County. Arkansas State Police released a press release, as well as it was a news story on NEA reports about a 6th fatality accident that occurred near Lake City on the eastern part of Craighead County. We are currently in Craighead County. However, that happened to the east of Jonesboro in Lake City. And yeah, I don't know much about the details, but what a gnarly accident that must have been to have, unfortunately, 6 fatalities, especially right before the holidays. That's just that's a tragic situation. So our thoughts and prayers tonight go out to the fatality victims of that accident in Lake City here northeast Arkansas. It just happened the other day. And to the first responders that had to work that. Let's not forget to give some love to the first responders that had to actually deal with that scene. There goes engine 3. Engine 3's leaving. And somebody said only 1 fatality, so I was not aware of that. There was a discrepancy on how many fatalities there were. I know there was conflicting news reports. So if I got that wrong, I apologize. I don't always know everything. Hey, we have a viewer from Lake City. Well, hello. Hope that tornado missed you about 9 months ago as well. For the folks that don't know, we had a horrible severe weather season in April and May of 2025, and there was a tornado that just went head on with Lake City and did some major damage there. So they're still recovering from that. So, hello. I have my other phone here. I'll be honest with you. I bought my mom a new phone for Christmas and gave it to her already. So this is the old phone. So If you were wondering, for you early birds that joined the live stream from the very beginning, and you saw that post from NST's mom, I had to switch it back over to me. That was her YouTube, so that's why you saw that. I'm using her old phone tonight to help chat with y'all. So anyway, now you know the secret, right? Now you know. Oh yeah, Monette, and it sure did. It hit Lake City, Monette, and it went through well, Monette, yeah, because it sure did. It hit, didn't it? It hit right north of that nursing facility in Monette, because it took out. There was some damage, but it didn't destroy the building in Monette. I remember seeing that. There was a little bit of damage there at the nursing home, but it didn't destroy it, which was good because it was just right next to it. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get out of here. Let me get this phone off the mount. Let me get it remounted into the car, and we're going to go cruise around. Obviously, the fire department came out here and talked to the driver. The driver must have refused medical because an ambulance never showed up. So it must not have been that drastic of injuries out here. And well, you've seen a car loaded on a tow truck before, so we don't have to sit here and film that. We're gonna get mobile again and see if we can find us something else to look at. They got a lot of calls going out tonight up here in Jonesboro, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to go live, as there's a lot to look at. So we're gonna get 98, as they say, and get mobile again. Morticia Moose says find us some Christmas lights to look at, and there are plenty to look at around here, so I will. Let me get set up again, guys, just a second. All right, bear with me as we wobble the camera a little bit here, okay? Hold on. Yeah, if you were wondering what that light was, I put a colored light in my in my vehicle. All right, let me switch this back around. I don't know if it'll. I've got to. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we got you back on the mount in the car. Let me plug my power supply back up and we'll get mobile again. Hang on just a second, guys and gals. There.
Dispatch. Show up at 6:30 and it's Senate. For reception. Okay. If you would, put Terry's back on top of the list. He was not towing this vehicle. She's got one behind her request. Copy.
Well, for some reason, the tow truck was dismissed, and they said that they're not going to have that vehicle towed. I think they have a different tow company coming, per the owner. So that was what that radio traffic was just about. All right, we're going to get 98. Here we go.
Dispatch. Gary, what you using tonight? 247. You come over here to our stop, please. Where are you at? I'm looking for you right now. I'm over here by Mr. Goggins' house, right across from the Dollar General. I can't get address responsibility. Beautiful. Dispatch, show me 97.
Well, all right. We're going to roll out. Here we go. So I got a little bit of a sucky situation to discuss. It's on my mind tonight is I don't know why I did not know this. I usually do know things like this, but I did not know that if you own a car and it has all-wheel drive, and I drive a 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander as well as the car that I'm in tonight.
149.
But I did not know that if you drive an all-wheel drive vehicle, that if one of your tires goes bad, you have to replace the whole damn set. You can't just replace one tire.
Teakwood.
And I did not know that. But I now know that. And I'm looking at spending $1,000 on a set of tires for that car now that I didn't expect to have to spend.
121.
And that sucks. That's all I can say about that. That just sucks. So
Can you assist at 1214 Teakwood?
that wasn't exactly in my budget for a while. So I'm going to drive Ted for a while. My 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis, that's the old school car. Matter of fact, some of y'all don't know this car. I'll show you in the window here. Let's see if you can see it. Let's see if you can see the reflection of Ted. I don't know if you can or not. No, you really can't. I guess you can't, huh?
74924.
Well, bad idea. Anyway, when I get out next, I'll show this car off. But anyway, I don't know. There's something to be said about old school American cars that don't cost an arm and a leg to operate like this car. The only thing you got to pay for in this car is gas. But this car will go and go and go. And if a tire goes bad on this car, you just replace the tire. Apparently, if the tire goes bad on an all-wheel drive vehicle, you have to replace all 4 tires at the same time. So don't buy an all-wheel drive vehicle if you don't expect to have to pay for tires all at once. So Merry Christmas to me early, right? I guess I'll be giving myself the gift of tires this year. So currently in Jonesboro, we're at Highland and Red Wolf, major intersection of Highland and Red Wolf right now. I'm going to pull over for a minute so I can adjust a couple of things. We are monitoring several radio channels tonight. including Arkansas State Police Troop C. We are also listening to Jonesboro Police Dispatch, Jonesboro Fire Dispatch, and Craighead County Sheriff's Dispatch. Those are all four of the channels that we are actively monitoring. They are busy tonight. Now, as you well know, this is the shopping season, peak shopping season right now, so there's a lot of people out and about. There's a flurry of activity happening in the different retail stores and parking lots around here right now. And you see a lot of preventative patrolling going on with the Jonesboro Police Department. I've been seeing them sitting in parking lots of retail establishments, doing some proactive patrolling, try to let folks know about their presence out here. That is Jonesboro Fire right there.
3701 Julie Drive. 3701 Julie Drive. Fall with injury. Respond on fire ground 1.
Fall with injury on Julie Drive. We're not going to chase medical calls, so we're not going to go to that. And then, oh, Pamela, I just see that now. I'm sorry, I just missed that. Pamela, another generous comment and donation by Miss Pamela. Thank you so much. You know, and I like to tell all my viewers that certainly you can watch our channel for free. We don't.
Check, so you're responding to 3701 Julie Drive, 3701 Julie Drive for a 75-year-old female that has fallen and is injured en route 1859.
We certainly encourage, we certainly would rather have more people watching, and we don't want to discourage anybody from watching. You're under no obligation to donate or anything to this channel, but just understand something, that every video you watch on this channel has to be paid for somehow, because nothing in life is free, okay? And that applies to the videos you watch. Every single video, whether it's a motorist assist or the hottest, craziest pursuit you watch on this channel, is paid for by me. You don't even want to know how much I've spent with state police this year. It's in the thousands and thousands and thousands. Okay? So, I'm not saying anything. You can watch for free. We appreciate it. We want you here. Again, that's why I just said the priority is to have more people watching. But certainly the folks that give a little bit, little $10 donation, $50 donation, even up to the hundreds, I am graciously appreciative for that, because that helps defray the cost of those videos. And they cost a lot of money. So thank you so much for the folks that are generous and that have enough to donate a little bit. We kindly appreciate that. But just having you here tonight with us on this channel, watching, hitting the like button, telling a neighbor or a friend about this cool Arkansas channel you just happenstance discovered, something like that to me is just as meaningful as somebody donating money. So just know that. This channel is grateful for anything we can get. I want to tell you, the numbers have been down. It's been really wearing on me, actually, guys. The numbers on the channel are pretty low right now. It's been that way for quite some time, because I don't do it like other channels do. And there's some things that I refuse to do. And there's some things that I won't compromise my integrity to do, like some other channels. And unfortunately, that cost me. And the numbers have not been good for at least the last 6 months. And so for you loyal NST viewers that continue to tune in and watch, I can't thank you enough for not giving up on the channel. For you new people that have never watched this channel before and don't know anything of what I'm talking about, hey, I'm glad you're here. Don't go anywhere. But some of y'all have commented and noticed that we have not been as productive, and we haven't been releasing as many videos. We haven't been releasing as many pursuits. Some of y'all have been emailing me, asking me what's going on. I've had Facebook messages about asking, are you okay? And yeah, I'm fine. There's really no short answer, so for me to try to put it all in perspective to you would take a long time. I'm just going to tell you that we've had to adapt to some challenges lately, and there's been some things in life that have had to have come first before the channel, and that is kind of explaining why things have been the way they have been lately. But I alluded to this the other night when we were on a premiere that things are looking up and some of those situations are resolved now. And so just, for you praying types, pray for the channel. And and if you don't pray, fine. I'm not asking you to. I'm not telling you have to pray. Don't take my words wrong. If you pray for the channel. Put me in your prayers. Put the channel, Natural State Transparency, put it in your prayers and just say, hey, we want to help spread this word and spread these videos and, help tweak that algorithm a little bit better in our favor. It would really help us. And if you don't pray, then don't worry about it. Rub a rabbit's foot and say our channel name a few times then. That's not praying. I want to make it clear, guys, that just because I'm telling you those things doesn't mean we're going anywhere, because we're not. We're not going anywhere. This channel's solid. We're here. It's just we have had to go through some challenges lately. And I do think that after the first of the year, we're going to see increased, we're going to see more videos and more live streams in 2026. And that's a promise. So for the ones that have been rocking with us for quite some time, I can't thank you enough. And for the ones that just are recently here with us, then please don't go anywhere. Enjoy the ride and enjoy the videos, and we'll just keep trying to do what we've always done around here. And I want you to notice that I have discovered a Jonesboro police officer doing a preventative patrol here at Dillard's at the mall here, the former mall that got hit by the tornado up here in Jonesboro and destroyed it. But there is a Jonesboro police unit doing exactly like I told you. He is doing a preventative patrol. He's slow rolling the parking lots to just make sure things are okay. Oh, goodness gracious. I was in, I see some comments here, Mockingbird and stuff about Northwest Arkansas. I was there this week, actually. Ooh, what is that? It's like a whole cutout section of road right there. But I was in Northwest Arkansas this week. And then I spent the night in Norfolk, or Norfolk, if I can say it right. Elizabeth would correct me on that if I don't pronounce it right. But anyway, yeah, Thursday went to Northwest Arkansas. Thursday night, spent the night in Norfolk, and then came back to Northeast Arkansas Friday before Pursuit Friday. Had a good time. It was fun to reconnect again with some Northwest Arkansas. I always love to come up there when I can.
car southwest in a Kia Soul black in color.
And so, yeah, Northwest Arkansas, right? It's pretty cool, right? Nice views, lots of traffic, lots of things to do, lots of stores to go to, lots of places to spend your hard-earned cash. That is Northwest Arkansas. God, what in the hell is going on with this parking lot over here? They like jacked it all up. Let's find a call. We're still monitoring all those radio channels that I talked about earlier. We turned the scanner back up so we can.
Cemetery Road. Has abusively beat the father, the sister, and the caller. She's highly intoxicated. Her name is Christy Floyd. She has left in a white Jeep Gladiator. No weapons.
Cancel. Probably from dispatch, I'll be interrupted.
Copy. Be advised that female is still there. She's on the porch now.
They got an assault in progress.
Are you close to me?
Sounds like they got an assault in progress call going on in the unincorporated area of Caraway, which is in Craighead County, kind of in the extreme corner of Craighead. They're sending the sheriff's department to the little unincorporated town of Caraway for an assault in progress right now.
I'll go with my crew.
That's not close, so we're not going to go to that. But Rachel says, come to Mountain Home. You know what? I was just there as part of driving back. I was just there yesterday. I love Mountain Home. You know what? I really do. Mountain Home's a nice place. Mountain Home's a real nice place. Not real happy with the Take 5 car wash at Mountain Home, though. I'll tell you that. They kind of suck.
Not even 5 minutes ago.
Engine 6. 3, 4, 5, North Alice Street, Apartment 3. 3, 4, 5, North Alice Street, Apartment 3. Abdominal pain. Respond on fire ground 2.
Ah. So they're sending the fire department to the 300 block of Alice Street for abdominal pain. But I'm going to show you a restaurant I recently ate at that gave me abdominal pain. Speaking of, so that's kind of ironic that I'm right here right now. I see the lovely, talented, beautiful, amazing Miss Elizabeth is in our chat tonight. Hello, Canyon Gal 78, and you can chuckle a little bit because I'm about to tell people about.
I found that my husband is such a to see a lot of Arizona medical.
But tell people about this down here. Speaking of abdominal pain. So it's kind of ironic that they just put out a call for abdominal pain, and I just so happen to be right here. So let me show you
He
something.
just is responding to 345 North Alice Street, 345 North Alice Street, apartment 3, for a 28-year-old male, throwing up, street around 1912.
Okay, folks. Now, I usually am a sucker for places that are new and different and lovely and wonderful and stuff like that, right? Okay, so anyway, there's a restaurant here called Taste of India, right? Authentic Indian cuisine. And it just opened up here in Jonesboro at Caraway and where am I? Matthews, is that where I'm at? Yeah, Matthews and Caraway here in Jonesboro.
Where he's been arrested.
Let me turn this radio down. Let me turn this radio down because I don't want to be interrupted when I say this. Do not, and I mean emphasis on the do and not, underlined, bold, highlighted, italics, whatever you want to say. Do not eat here. Do not eat here. Don't let the name fool you. You might like Indian food, but I am telling you, do not eat here. Why, James? Why do you not want to eat at Taste of India, the new restaurant here? Because why not? Why wouldn't we want to try something new and different? Let me tell you why. If you like to have 3 days of abdominal pain and, well, I'll save you the nitty-gritty details of the toilet experience, then yeah, if you like food poisoning, you should eat here. If you like having 3 days of hell, and I'm emphasizing that, like I'm serious. This is real talk. Like you got to hear me. You got to feel me on this one. I took the punishment so that I could come back later and tell you guys on the live stream, do not eat at this restaurant. Okay? I'm trying to be nice about it. But it cost me 3 days of life. Okay? It cost me 3 days of having a normal life. Because for 3 days, I was confined to my residence and in very close proximity to the restroom. Okay? So we'll leave it at that. Don't eat here. There are other Indian places in Jonesboro to check out. Do not eat at this one. You have been warned. Or in the law enforcement world, you have been served with the knowledge. You have been served. You now know. Do not eat at Taste of India. Caraway and Matthews, don't be tempted. Don't let it fool you. Do not eat there. There you have it. I've done my part. I wonder if this ambulance is going to the abdominal pain. Let's see. There's an ambulance coming. Emerson ambulance is coming code right now. I don't know where they're going. That's probably that abdominal pain call. I don't know. I can't run a red light, but oh God, I cannot tell you how bad that Indian food was. It was okay there. I will say that the food, the taste quality, it was like a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10. I've had way better Indian food. I got unsweetened tea, and the unsweetened tea tasted like it had been in the kettle all day long. It had a sour taste to the unsweet tea, which, in Arkansas, folks, a lot of people get sweet tea because this is what they do. This is Arkansas. This is the South. A lot of people here drink sweet tea, and I'm a sweet tea drinker too, or I used to be. I'm not anymore because I have to watch my health nowadays a little bit closer. But long story short, though, folks, I got unsweet tea, and I forgot the entree that I got now. I forgot the name of it. probably buttered chicken or something like that. But my God, whatever it was, if it was the tea or if it was the chicken, I don't really know what it was. Folks, I don't get sick much. I'm actually healthy as a horse. I've always been. But man, I am telling you that made me sick as hell. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be tempted. And a lot of y'all don't live in Jonesboro, so you're not going to try it anyway. But for the few of y'all that are watching right now from the Northeast, I'm telling you, don't be tempted. Go somewhere else. Hey, Elizabeth, put in the chat, where's the other place we go? If you're still in the chat, will you put in the name of the good Indian restaurant that we go to? Sometimes I forgot the name of it. And I don't know where that ambulance went. I don't see it now. Well, I lied. I do see it, actually. So what is this? Is this a nursing facility? Is that what this is? Or okay, so the ambulance was responding to Encompass Health over here. It's a rehab hospital here. That's not something that we're going to want to look at. Or yeah, they've already got the patient on the stretcher now. We're not going to want to look at that. Let's move on. It's an elderly patient. We don't want to see that. Mockingbird wanted Christmas lights. Well, Morticia Moo wanted Christmas lights. And here's some right here, but let's see if we can find more. We're also going to continue to monitor the radio traffic here and see if we can see something. I see some more Christmas lights straight ahead, and I can't go through there, can I? We'll go look at some Christmas lights. Let me get my phone ready. I can check out some of your comments here. I'm sure some of y'all have had some choice things to say about the Indian restaurant. Oh my God. I cannot stress enough. I'm going to quit talking about that Indian restaurant. That's going to put me in a bad mood. It's going to give me PTSD. I'm having PTSD. I'm having flashbacks. Flashbacks, folks.
F-150, ANN 11P, Adam North, 11 Small.
State trooper just making a traffic stop there. I didn't hear where. Where'd I see them Christmas lights at? It ain't on this road.
As soon as you turn on County Road 960, it's going to be the first shop there on the left. There's going to be a lot of vehicles and broken down parts. I just got a call from Craig 24 about suspicious activity. A lot of people loading up stuff. The owner of the property is supposed to be in jail right now.
Well, I don't know if y'all caught that radio traffic. Craighead Sheriff's on the way to an area or a residence or something. The owner of the property is in jail, and now there are other people loading up property while the owner's in jail. So,
13 status.
You know, that really actually comes as no surprise to me. Oh, so that's where the Christmas lights are. I see. It's this little apartment complex here. Look.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, so you wanted to see some Christmas lights. Well, here you go.
That address. I'll reroute to that.
I saw these lights from the woods.
Copy.
And I went and I came down here just to show it to you. Right here at the end of this little duplex. And there's a kitty right there. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, or Happy Holidays, or, don't be offended. I don't want to offend anybody, so Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, or whatever else.
County Road 960, right across from 792.
It was pretty, wasn't it? I like these duplexes over here. It's a pretty okay little tucked in little complex back here. Might have to remember this wherever I'm at. There's some more right here too. They got any lights going? Let's see. No. Oh. Where am I? You know what I wish I had? You know, like on the trooper videos, it puts the GPS location on the screen. I wish that I could figure out how to duplicate that for this purpose, doing a live stream, because, and I say I'm on Haltom and Richmond is where I'm at right now. Haltom and Richmond. So when I watch this live stream later, I will remember where these cool apartments are. Haltom, Haltom, Haltom Street. Oh. But if the live streamers that do weather can put on the screen the GPS location, why can't I do that? Like, I just don't know how to do it. That's the problem. I don't know how to do it. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do. Let's see. Linda Zeno was talking about this Saffron Road, the frozen stuff. I'm gonna check that out, Miss Linda. That's good to know. Blaylock, I'm the worst host in the world, and I told you I'd email you, and then I totally forgot, and I'm truly sorry, Blaylock. I will. You just see if I don't come through. I'm gonna come through tonight, or maybe the very beginning of tomorrow. It depends on how late I stay out tonight. Blaylock, expect an email. And I apologize for not getting back to you. I'm an awful human for that. I forget sometimes. I get caught up in my own life. Let's see. Who else do I need to say hello to here? Redneck for Life.
You can update my address to 304 East State.
See you. Let's see. Jamie Heaver. Hello, James from Branson, Missouri. Well, hello. We love our friends from Missouri. We come to Missouri quite often. So hello to our friends from Missouri and the other surrounding states. We have friends in Oklahoma, Tennessee, Louisiana, and even Mississippi. So hello in Texas. Let's not forget, we do have a little bit of Texas in there. We want to say hello to all of our neighboring states. You are adopted Arkansans in the eyes of us, because you probably come through here a lot. See, did you tell them I went to Northwest Arkansas too? Canyon Gal Bath? No, I did not. And somebody says that's insane. You should have called the health inspector. Let me tell you, I almost did. You hear me? I went to the Arkansas Department of Health website and had it pulled up to render a complaint about the Indian food poisoning, but I don't know why I did not do it. I just decided to not do that. But really, I had them dead in the rights. To be quite honest with you, I probably should really, to be quite honest with you, I should have gone to the damn doctor and had them do a culture of what I was expelling so that they could prove there was some actual food poisoning. That would have been the proof that I needed a smoking gun. I should have done that. But my, not to go TMI, folks, but my family doctor is still based out of Little Rock, because remember, folks, if you know my history, I've only been in Northeast Arkansas now about 2.5 years. My family doctor is still located right there in the capital city of Little Rock, which is, kind of far away from Northeast Arkansas. So I did not go and do that, and I probably should have went to the emergency room, but I did not do that either. Yeah. So anyway, that's the deal on that. Redneck for Life says, James or Elizabeth, write down stream alive for your location on the stream. Noted. Thank you. Susan is from the Little Rock area. Hello, Susan. And she was saying that she was sorry about the food poisoning. You know, I am too. Ooh, that's pretty. I got to show that up. Thank you, Susan. Hello. And all my friends in Central, hello. Hello to you. Well, I have friends from all over this state. And I didn't realize just how many friends that NST actually has from around the state. But you know what I do? I have friends in every county in Arkansas. So hello to all reaches of Arkansas this evening. To all of my friends from across this great state and from around the nation. We have wonderful people tuning in from all the states. We have wonderful people tuning in from around the world right now. So let's not forget our international viewers from Australia, the UK. We have folks from France. We've had folks in here from the Philippines, from Japan. And I see the analytics. So I know we have people tuning in from all over the world, watching what's happening right here in Arkansas. And I couldn't be any more proud as a native Arkansan to show this wonderful place off to you. And another thing too is, just because you hear, for you folks that don't know much about Arkansas, I tell you something, we get a bad rap here. We really do, because, I understand it. It's not like I'm sitting here like just dismissing that we have some, people like to think we're just all stupid. And the truth is, we do have some stupid people. I'm the first to tell you that. Yes, you're right. We have some stupid people in this state. Correct. We sure do. But we also have some damn good people in this state. We have smart people too, but we have some people that would give the shirt off the back to you, off their back. We have people that would stop what they were doing to help you if you were stranded somewhere. And you're just not going to find that in certain other states. Arkansas is very hospitable. So, for the bad rap that we get, that all we do is breed with our cousins and we're a bunch of inbreds, that's just bull crap. I know some of that, there is some truth to some of that, but that is, in every state, there's going to be that person that is that type, okay? It's not just here. You should mention Tennessee. You should mention Kentucky. It's not just Arkansas. When you hear those accusations that our people are all like that, because we're not all like that. I can tell you, after living in this state all my life, and I'm 45 years old, we are not all like that. And we really don't appreciate that accusation being thrown around all the time, that we're all just a bunch of dumbass hicks, because we're not. We're not. There is some truth to that, but we're not all that way. So anyway, I'll get off the soapbox. Sorry about that. I can tell you what we are, though. We are hospitable. We will help you. We will help you in your time of need. You should, if you have any doubts about that, look at what happens every time the tornadoes come and see how a community will rally together. That's how you know. In essence, us Arkansans are basically our own FEMA. We have to be our own FEMA nowadays.
Hey, I've got an open door on the shop.
Sheriff's Department's out with an open door on a shop. So that's not good. I don't know if they were responding to a burglary call or if that was that domestic I was telling you about. We're going to monitor that a little bit closer. Wisdom rules. Hello, and I haven't forgotten that you were asking about the name on that one video. Let me get done with this live stream tonight, and after I email Blaylock, I'll get you an answer on that. I haven't forgotten that you asked that question. To answer your question, though, I do have that incident report, and it does tell me the name. Just to understand, I have to be kind of careful with sometimes putting that out, because lately I've been having a lot of privacy complaints because people can't handle that they're being featured on this channel, even though they come out here and they break the law and get caught up. They can't take the heat of being featured on YouTube. So I've actually had a video struck in the last week by a man baby from Sherwood. And I'm not going to give his name, but he is a man baby, and he also works for the federal government, and he is a piece of crap. Underlined, underscored. And he cannot handle being a racist on a traffic stop, and then we show his video and he goes and gets a privacy strike on me and got a video struck down because I mentioned his name on a video. And that's just how that goes.
Say 22 Jonesboro. Take it back. Say 22. 38. South Madison White. Pastor car AEW 10Z, Adam Edward William 10Z.
Redneck says put it back up with his, yeah. Well, let me tell you, I might put it back up and just not mention the guy's name again, and then he can't strike it, because as long as I don't, let me tell you something, if you don't say somebody's name in the video, you'll be okay. Let me tell you something, folks. You have no idea. I really ought to do a video on the crap that goes on behind the scenes on my channel, because it would just amaze you of the bull crap we have to put up with sometimes. And in that particular case, I've had probably, I don't know, 15 or so privacy complaints now over the course of doing this, maybe even 20. And I have won all but 2. And he was one of the 2 that I did not win. So, you know, some people get real sensitive. Oh, God. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now let me make something real clear to you folks too, just so we can be on the same page about that. There is no expectation of privacy when you're featured on a public body camera or dash camera. Make no mistake about it. If you guys watch Long Island Audit or you watch Jeff Gray, Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Investigations channel on YouTube, those are the two channels that I watch. You might already know those two guys. You might already have an opinion about those two guys. I will tell you that though I don't, I have an opinion as well. But let me just say this, and then I'll tell you what the opinion is. So I am a huge advocate for constitutional rights. And I think that you should have the right to redress your grievances with the government. You should have the freedom of speech. You should be able to have the freedom to assemble peacefully. I do not encourage violence. I do not encourage, civil disobedience. Well, let me not say civil disobedience, because I think in certain select cases that's appropriate. I wouldn't say just right off the jump you go violate laws. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, though, is that I think you have the right. You should have the right to be able to use your freedom of speech accordingly, however you see fit. And you can also redress your grievances with your government. I do approve of those things. And so I actually enjoy watching Long Island Audit and Jeff Gray Civil Rights, the Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Violations channel. Now, I think some of those guys, some of them have the wrong approach. Because where they might not necessarily be wrong, they go disrespectful, or they think because they have the freedom of speech, they can just go right up to a cop and tell him to go F himself. And, I hope your kid's burn in a burning car. They make these horrible statements sometimes. That is not Long Island, and that is not Jeff Gray. I want to make that perfectly clear. The two that I'm talking about never resort to ad hom attacks or being or threatening or being disrespectful like that to law enforcement. And that's why I can get down with them, because they're not doing that. There are other channels I will never watch because their auditors are just dumbasses, okay? They're dumb, they are provocative, and honestly, they kind of deserve the treatment they get. So I don't watch those channels. Now, why did I bring that up? There's a reason. What was the whole reason why I brought that up? I guess it applies to my situation out here too, because I'm out here live streaming. I want the freedom of speech. I want to be able to assemble. I want to be able to film, freedom of press. I want to be able to film, the police and the government in their course of their duties without interfering. I don't want to interfere. And that's why I always use the disclaimer in the beginning of our live stream that we're not out here to try to take any kind of law enforcement action. We're simply out here to show you a thing or two about what's happening in our communities around Arkansas. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with the two that I just mentioned, that is Long Island Audit and Honor Your Oath Civil Rights Investigations. Those are two channels on YouTube. And if you're curious about it, go check them out. It might not be your cup of tea, but you might actually enjoy it. You might actually learn a thing or two. And for the officers and for the public servants that recognize that we as citizens have rights and our rights are being respected, kudos to you for honoring your oath to the Constitution and being fair. Because that's a lot of times all the citizens are ever asking for is fairness. They just want to feel like that justice is being administered fairly. And for the ones out here that violate civil rights every day, for the ones out here like, here's an example of one. Officer John Wood with the Jonesboro Police Department. He's a violator. He'd be the first one I'd tell you about. John Wood, Jonesboro PD's worked for the police department for 20 years. He works over there at the courthouse. He violates people's rights each and every day and gets away with it. Don't be a John Wood, folks. Don't be a John Wood. That's Jon, John Wood. Don't be a John Wood. Don't be a miserable human. Be kind, be nice, and respect our rights. And on that weird note, I'm going to step out for a minute. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to think of John Wood real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Florida. I see this comment, and I need to throw this in there. Amagansett Press, yes, I like him. I like the father-son duo that goes and does. They film the downtown areas a lot of times of different cities as tourists, and then they show off how people freak out about a camera in public. Law enforcement tries to trespass them unduly. Amagansett Press is a little bit more, I'd call him in the middle of one extreme or another. Like I would say that Long Island Audit and Jeff Gray are probably on one end of that spectrum, and then Amagansett Press is kind of in the middle. And then on the other end of that are some of those California auditors that I've been watching that just piss me off. I like Amagansett Press, and if he came to Arkansas, I would totally holler at him and want to actually shake his hand as well and meet him. And he did come to Jonesboro. Actually, Amagansett Press did a video right here in Jonesboro, and they had a confrontational scene with what was it? Some people on Main Street in the downtown Jonesboro area. This was like a month or two ago. And of course, I didn't know they were coming to town, because they don't just tell you they're coming. So if they ever come back again, or if any of y'all know these folks, you tell them that Natural State Transparency would definitely say hello to them. We would love to say hi to those folks, and you should check out them as well. Remember, folks, this is about preserving your rights of freedom of assembly, freedom of press, freedom of speech. That's what these channels are perpetuating. There's a difference between showing off reactions, and there's also a difference between provoking reactions. And so you have to know how to distinguish the two. These channels that are mentioned, Long Island Audit, Jeff Gray, and Amagansett Press, aren't provoking anything. They are not provoking. They are simply showing off the world and the reactions that some choice people in this world have to their presence. And I'm going to leave it there. You might not agree, and that's okay. That's what makes us America. We can agree to disagree. Now, I'll be right back. I'm going to go think of John Wood real quick. I'll be right back. Morticia Moose says education in many areas is crucial for a population to thrive. I honestly couldn't agree with you more. Patrick says, do you answer questions? Yes, Patrick, ask away. Ask away and I may answer. Good night, Don Harris. Derek says, would you come to win? Yeah, I'd come to win. The problem is, Erie County. Yeah, Erie County Audit has got a lawsuit against the, what is that city? And I can't pronounce it. It starts with an S. It's in New York. Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this. It's not Saricity. What is it called? Oh, God. Anyway, it's in Erie County, New York. And the Erie County Audit has an active lawsuit, or he had one against the Erie County something or another. I just saw that. But anyway, yeah, I don't watch him as much. I have watched him. Tom Copper says he has relatives in Holiday Island and he loves watching the ASP from Tulsa. Hello, Tom. Holiday Island is located in Carroll County or Madison County. No, what is that up? I guess that's... I can't remember if that ain't Benton County. That's probably Carroll County, isn't it? I've been to Holiday Island a time or two up there, way up there on the north. That's way up there at the Missouri border, just about. And it's a nice little community. It reminds me a lot of Hot Springs Village or like Fairfield Bay a little bit. Blaylock, no, it's not that. It's, I don't remember the name of it. I'm going to give up. It's not that important. I don't remember. Oh, it's down near Albany, huh? Okay. Well.
We made contact with the vehicle owner, and they appear to be fine. Show going to service. Man,
Copy. I'll let Indian Emerson know as well. So you guys back in service 1950.
Oh, you can see Ted and
Fireman on scene. They advised they made contact with the male and he is okay. Y'all can
you can kind of see Ted in the reflection a little bit there. Now let's go over here to this other side. I'm going to show you something. I've shown this off before when I've done a live up here in Jonesboro. Hey, State Police. State Police right over here. I see you, State Police, in the black Tahoe. It's probably Jeffrey Irvin. Somebody over here drives a black Tahoe. So there's the Arkansas State Police Troop C headquarters. It's located right here on Browns Lane, service road right here. Or I'm sorry, the service road that goes to Browns Lane, rather. And I think it's the most ironic thing that their headquarters building is located directly next door to a weed dispensary. So, Arkansas State Police Troop C is next door to Crop. Crop is where you get your crop here in Northeast Arkansas. If you know what I'm saying. Got to read between the lines on that one. For you quick-witted folks out there, I know you know what I mean. Wink, wink, wink. This is where you get your plants from. And it's right next to the State Police Troop C headquarters here in Jonesboro. We're going to pass by their headquarters right now. It's a small headquarters building now. I've been to all of them. I've been to every troop headquarters in Arkansas. And I can tell you this one's pretty darn small, but it's not. There at one time, that one was the smallest ones used to be an E and D. They've replaced them. They've built new buildings. But when I used to work for the state police, several of the troop headquarters buildings were nothing more than a glorified house trailer size building. They were all built in the early 70s, the ones that remained. The one on Princeton Pike in Troop E, the one on Highway 1 in Forest City, were the same style building. They were that old early 70s rectangular buildings. They look like glorified house trailers. They look just a little bigger than a house trailer. And eventually they just replaced those buildings and built brand new headquarters buildings out of them. I used to have the pleasure of going to those troop headquarters when I worked for the state police a few years in 2009 and 10. But since I've worked for state, they have replaced those buildings with more modern facilities, and that's a good thing. And then Blaylock says ours is a shopping mall. It sure was. It was a Southwest Mall in Little Rock. And it was built in the very early 80s or late 70s, and it was it had a Target store and a whole bunch of other stuff. It closed down, and then the state police bought it and made it their huge headquarters building, which was a smart move. I love the fact that it's located right off the interstate. There you go. Cracker 41 nailed it. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the city I was talking about that Erie County had a lawsuit against.
Just kidding. Please go home.
So I've doubled back over here to Browns Lane. We're going to take Browns Lane here, and we'll get back on Highland, which is kind of the middle part of Jonesboro. Jonesboro has a major retail district, and that's kind of where I'm hanging tonight because that's where most of the action has been.
22, I was standing here, so south.
There are other parts of Jonesboro, a lot more residential. Like if you're heading out towards Cache, or if you're on Hilltop heading towards Brookland, you know, those are more residential areas. Where I'm at right now is where the retail's at. This is where the action is at, so I want to kind of keep it around here because I just know we're going to go to another call soon. It's going to happen.
6 National Road. 1716 National Road. Back pain. Respond on fire ground 1.
Sending the fire department for the call of back pain. I didn't catch that address. So we have the Jonesboro Fire Department going to help somebody with back pain. Go, my friend. Yep. You know, We're here at Walmart on Highland. It's busy. This is one of two major Walmart supercenters here in Jonesboro. It's real busy tonight.
On Oak Street. I'm not sure if there's Americ's.
Check, shooting right at 1716 National Road, 1516 National Road. It's going to be a 29-year-old male with back pain en route 1957.
So the back pain call was on National Road, wherever that's at. I'm not familiar with that. And to be fair, I'm not familiar with as many streets in Jonesboro as I am in other areas like Little Rock, so... Blaylock. Yeah. Taste of India is in cahoots with the ambulance service. Well, they're probably giving the ambulance service business. Maybe actually the ambulance service likes them for giving them business. It's all about making money.
User 30 copies.
Trey Atkinson mentions about some states won't release dash and body cam until the case is finished. Arkansas seems to be an exception, and it's true. Arkansas is pretty quick about it, but the law gives the agencies the right to deny it on the basis that it's still an active investigation. And so a lot of times for some calls, when you try to request, you get denied. And they say it's an active investigation. And a lot of times what that is that the prosecutor has not made a final determination on the charges that they're going to go with on somebody. So a lot of times, hang on.
115, just north of Maynard's Park Store, Bolton address. I'm not sure what it is. It's Arkansas 027 William Palmyra, 027 WTI, Black Shady Cobalt.
Troopers making a traffic stop up in Randolph County, which is also part of the Troop C area, up there on Arkansas 115, just north of Maynard. On the map, that's about 8 miles from the Missouri line. And so we're also monitoring the state police as well on their traffic stops. Just worthy of mention there. But anyway, Arkansas, I get denied sometimes for the requests. I just have to remember to request them again so I don't forget. Sometimes on the violent incidents, those kind of calls, incidents, they don't want to release the video until court because they don't want to potentially taint the jury pool. So something that really resulted in a, felony charges for violent kind of crime like that, they sometimes will deny it for upwards of a year before the case is resolved. Let me give you an example of one they did that with. Charmant Barate, remember that video I showed you, the shots fired over there, and the 18-wheeler guy that was driving through Johnson County, and the trooper chased him into Pope County and Russellville area, and they ended up shooting out his radiator, and he was naked when they got him out of the truck and all that. Well, they denied that one for a year and a half until they finally found him guilty, and then they released it. So there's a prime example of one that I was watching until I could get it.
Destination.
Copy. Unit 2003. The address for this call to 1718 National, please. Copy.
So I'm on East Nettleton right now, or Highland rather, and I'm gonna take Nettleton. I'll go through the older part of town here. The original part of Jonesboro's down through here. Remember, folks, this was a railroad town up here in northeast Arkansas that became a regional hub. But back 100 years ago, when the logging industry was prevalent here in northeast Arkansas, Jonesboro is a railroad town, and so we're close to the railroad here. And so if I take you down this road right here called Frisco Street, I wonder why it's called Frisco. For you folks that know a thing or two about old railroad lines, I wonder why it's called Frisco. It's probably because this used to have Frisco trains or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're next to the old railroad here. It's not even old. They currently use it, but it's an old line. It's been here for over 100 years. And this is a old part of town through here. There isn't a lot happening on Frisco Street, is there? Not really. Ooh. I didn't realize that there were two railroads that crossed right here. That's pretty cool. I'm still learning. I'm still learning streets around here myself. I don't know everything about Jonesboro.
Wonderful dispatch. You show us out here on an accident at Red Wolf and Johnson.
Engine 3, guys. Emerson's transporting Grayson service. It's service 2006.
I'm really not far from that accident at Red Wolf and Johnson. Let's go to that.
First one, Arkansas boy, David Frank, 43 Adams, BDF 438, Tilburg, Kia Sporting.
Go, King.
Next one, Arkansas 181, William Ocean, 101 ZWO, 1 forward pickup. Notice me later.
contact. There was 10-4, also now 10-8.
Okay. Dispatch 103. I accidentally laid on OI as well.
That's fine, we'll probably use it.
So we're following Jonesboro Fire Engine number 3 here.
Still
I think they're going back to quarters. Starting to sprinkle here. It's misty. Johnson and Red Wolf. We're going to head to Johnson real quick.
Thank you. 25 to 103. Good. Like easy there. Negative. We just rolled up on them. They were already exchanging information inside. They wanted to report.
So Johnson and Red Wolf is going to be near the A State campus. Arkansas State University here in Jonesboro is the second largest campus in Arkansas. The largest college campus in Arkansas, of course, is the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville. And so Jonesboro has the second largest collegiate institution in Arkansas here. And the major intersection of Red Wolf and Johnson is on the corner of their, kind of near their campus. So we're heading that way. I don't know if we'll see anything or not. Bear with me because it's starting to sprinkle. It's kind of going to make the visibility less quality on the live stream, and I apologize. I can't control that.
You join back in there. Everything's 10-4.
And we haven't been on this side of Jonesboro tonight, so we're going to head that way. This is kind of, when we pass the campus, we'll kind of be on the northern tier of Jonesboro. They call it Hilltop. It's kind of the area up here. So we're heading towards Hilltop and the A State campus now. You'll see the A State campus off to your left.
Show me 10-10.
Hey, you want to know something cool about A State? They're the only college in the state that has their own zip code. Did you know that? If you ever send mail to somebody over here at the A State campus, you send it to State University, Arkansas, not Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's called State University, Arkansas. They have their own zip code for Arkansas State University. And I'm going to get the camera to do some manual focusing because I see it looks like it's struggling a little bit to stay focused. So when I'm not rolling, I'll pull over and try to adjust that, put it on manual focus so it's not so blurry, because the rain is doing that. You have to bear with me for a minute here. I can't do it right now. We're rapidly approaching the intersection of Johnson and Red Wolf. I see blue lights. See if I can find a place to pull over, and we'll see what they're up to, and we'll also work on getting this camera a little bit better focused here. And I don't know if I've got a place that I can even sit over here. So the accident's right here on your right. It's a 2-car accident. There's one Jonesboro PD unit I don't know that I can sit there and film that, but I can get this camera adjusted, so why don't we do that now? Stand by just a moment. I'll pull in here and we'll see if we can adjust that real quick. All right. Let's see if we can get that adjusted real quick. If I can figure out how to, which I'm not sure about, but we'll see.
Show us 10-8 AI.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that. What did I just do? Oh, hell, did I break it? Yeah, hold on, guys. I got to figure out what I just did. My God. All right, what did I do? Golly. All right, let's see. Now, I'll answer you in a second about what radio scanner I'm using. Just hang on 1 second so I can figure out how to turn this thing off of autofocus, because there is a way, I thought. Maybe that. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, maybe that's better. Let's try that for now and see what happens with that. Hang on, guys. Just a minute. Yeah, I need a 6-year-old grandson too that can help me, because I tell you, I used to be the one, but now I don't know so much about this stuff anymore like I used to, and I hate it. It makes me feel silly. Let's see. I have a good comment. Who wrote? What'd they just say? Trey. Been almost 11 months since we have watched you change wiper blades on streams, James. Might be time for Ted instead of just the snowy Phoenix. You know what? I actually just bought some wiper blades for the Phoenix to replace those that I did during that live stream. And yeah, they're getting ready. Those are getting ready to get replaced. And I actually bought some for Ted too. But I thought I could get a couple more months out of these before I replaced them, and apparently
2206 East Highland, 2206 East Highland, being for suspicious vehicle. These are refinery boutiques. They're callers and workers. Drives from male sitting inside, shining lights outside, yelling through the window. She just wanted the vehicle checked out.
2206 East Highland.
19 from 88.
Can somebody give me well, where's my other phone? Shoot, where did I do with it? There. Hey, I hate to ask this, but can somebody type in 2206 East Highland, Jonesboro, and tell me the nearest cross street? I've got all my phones tied up at the moment. Just put it in the chat. The nearest cross street, where if you look on the map, just tell me the intersection. It's at Highland and what? There's Jonesboro PD doing a preventative patrol right here. And I'm gonna turn around right here and go back. Somebody said by Kroger at Caraway and Highland. 10-4. They've just put out a call there for a suspicious person in a vehicle.
So you're coming from the hospital. Around the area too.
So we're gonna maybe head back that way. Caraway, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all for helping me out on that.
Dispatch direct.
I've got one phone. I'm using one phone to look at your chats. And I'm using another phone, obviously, to do my live stream. So sometimes I just can't always plug in addresses like I would like to. So I appreciate it when y'all can help me out like that sometimes. And that accident that was over here at Johnson and Red Wolf has cleared up. It must have been a little fender bender because all units here got 10-8, including the drivers. So everybody left. So that must have just been a little fender bender, and they agreed to move on with their lives.
162 dispatch.
Elizabeth says it's an 1812 pizza. That's cool. We're heading that way. I remember 1812 pizza.
On 1908 way 2.
That's Civil War pizza. That's what they should have called it. Like, or no, it's not. I don't know why I just got dropped, but I somehow lost y'all. We're back. I don't know what just happened. Arkansas State University right here on the right. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm almost sure I just figured out how to turn off the autofocus, but let's just see if that does better. Guys, I'm on Red Wolf now. I'm approaching Highland. I would imagine by the time I get here, there's going to be Jonesboro PD units out with the suspicious vehicle. We'll see if there's an arrest being made or something like that. That's what we're doing. And let's hope this picture does a little bit better for you now that I think I figured out how to turn the autofocus off with this the mist that we're having tonight. All right, Highland and Caraway, here we are. There was a police call for a suspicious vehicle over here. I don't know which parking lot. We're looking for Jonesboro PD. Somewhere over here. 2200 block of Highland. Let's see if I can get away with no windshield wipers right now. Right as you go through the light, huh? Okay. 10-4. $18.12. You know, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've even commented about it before.
Southwest dispatch.
1812. Where is he?
97th County Jail. I'm going to be sitting on the side of Sally Park.
Okay, I see.
Mileage is 193.
2024.
Well, Jonesboro PD's right there, so if there was something, they're getting 98 because they're leaving. And a lot of times, folks, that's how these calls go. You know, that's really how it goes a lot of times is, you know, the police get out here, they quickly resolve the issue, and they move on down the road. So this is Jonesboro PD right here in front of us. And it looks like they cleared up the issue that was here with the quote-unquote suspicious person. And for us folks that are out here, the street journalists, that's how that goes too. By the time we get on scene on a call, they're already done with it. A lot of times that's just what happens. So here we are again at Highland and Caraway. We've been here several times tonight. Main drag in the retail district of Jonesboro here. And I see y'all commenting about I'm driving the Mercury. Yeah, I sure am. Because the Phoenix is out of service right now, unfortunately. It is out of service. Oh, nice. Jonesboro PD slowed down. He slowed down to get behind me. Okay, let's see what happens here. This might be interesting. Hey, I'm 1052. My license is good. Go ahead and run my license plate. Want to go to Target? Let's go to Target. Come on. Got that seatbelt on. Hey, Jonesboro PD, I see you. I see you, Jonesboro PD. As long as you're not John Wood, I ain't got a problem with you. I have no problem with anybody at Jonesboro Police Department with the exception of one officer. So I'd say that's pretty good. Drag race. Yeah, I shouldn't I? All right, y'all remember 1806 is the car number that we just saw. He's driving a 2018 Ford Explorer. And I just want to remember that we had a interaction there with 1806 because he slowed down deliberately to get behind me to run my license plate because he absolutely did that. I watched him do it. So remember, I'm driving a 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis. Even though it doesn't have tinted windows, this car gets profiled a lot by law enforcement just simply because it is an older model car. So it never surprises me to have a police unit get behind me and run my tags and wonder what I'm up to. It just never surprises me. But you know, the thing is though, I've got insurance and my license is valid. I'm registered. There is, ooh, that's bad. Ouch, ouch. I should put a cone right there. But I'm 1052 and I'm current, valid, licensed. There's really, unless I'm doing something crazy, there's Really no reason to pull me over. So let's remember that we saw Unit 1806 in case we see 1806 again. Because sometimes that happens. Ted just got suspension. Trey, I see your comment about Ted needs... Nope. I just took Ted... I actually just took Ted to a repair shop here in Jonesboro. I will, I don't have any paid sponsors on this channel, so if I ever mention a business, it's always from personal experience. It has nothing to do with paid sponsorships or anything like that. I want to make it perfectly clear that anything that I talk about on this channel is from my perspective, and it has nothing to do with paid sponsorships. But I will shamelessly plug in DNR Automotive here in Jonesboro. They have two locations. One is on King Street, the other is on Arkansas 463. And the guys and gals at DNR Automotive have taken real good care of both of my vehicles for the last 2.5 years. Fair prices, do good work, and that's all I care about. I don't mind paying for it if it's done right, and I feel like they do a great job. I've had several issues with both of my vehicles recently resolved, and I will tell you that I'm happy with my service there. So if you're in the Northeast Arkansas area and you're looking for a mechanic shop, you don't know anybody like I didn't, I would definitely consider DNR here in Jonesboro. If you are looking to get some work done on your vehicle and you want it done right and reasonable, I would consider using them. And I actually just recently had, I brought that up to mention that I had the shocks and struts replaced on Ted. So this car is tight. I just had it done like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So I got the shocks and the struts done on Ted, and we're tight again. We're tight, and it's a good feel driving, I tell you what. Okay. Well, we're back on Highland again. I'm just kind of doing, kind of circling back over to go back down here again. We still have the radio turned up though, so the calls are slowing down a little bit, but we are still actively monitoring the radio at this time. I see a comment from Pamela coming through. My screen is turning orange here. Pamela, I can't read your comment out loud because I'm driving, but Pamela is a wonderful longtime viewer of the channel, and she has donated another donation to the channel, and we are grateful. Thank you so much, Pamela. I'll read your comment when I come up to the next red light here. And what do we have here? I wish I had glasses. I didn't bring my glasses, did I? Let's see what we have going on here. Let's see. Miss Pamela says, good night, everyone. Stay safe, warm, healthy, happy, and blessed. Thank you, James. Thank you, Miss Pamela. You have a good night. Derek Whiteside said, did you see my comment? I probably didn't. Let me go look, Derek. I'm sorry. I saw the one from earlier. Hang on. Derek Whiteside, can you come to Wynn and do the same thing you're doing in Jonesboro? Yes, I could. The reason why I haven't come to Wynn, Cross County, and it's not that I don't like the place. There's not a lot that goes on in Wynn. I don't mind coming and doing a live stream from there. I'd be happy to. That's in ASP Troop D. So for you folks that know the state of Arkansas because of our county maps on all of our videos, Derek is talking about a city that is located within the jurisdiction of the ASP Troop D, which is the Forest City Troop. Cross County is just north of Forest City. That's St. Francis County. Cross County is the next county north. And the county seat of Cross County is Wynne. And they have a good restaurant. I've been there. And they also have Village Creek State Park. I've been there too. So yeah, we can come to Wynne. Wynne would be a good one to do. We'll do that. We should do that when we also do Forest City, and we'll do both. I think that would be a good compromise. We'll do Wynne and we'll do Forest City on the same night, because I know I've got some viewers over in that area in Forest City that watch my broadcast, live stream. And also, I would like to give a special shout out to ASP Troop D, Troop Denied. If you think that you're going to flee an Arkansas State Trooper in ASP Troop D, well, you're going to find out what the D stands for. It stands for denied. You will not. Very rarely do you get across the Memphis Bridge. There has been a few that have gotten over it, but the majority of them do not. When you try to flee into Memphis, you will be denied most of the time. So anyway, ASP Troop D, I have enjoyed getting to talk to several troopers that work in that troop, Troop D, and it is always a pleasure to have conversations with those troopers, and some of them do occasionally see videos on this channel, and they have some interesting perspectives on those videos sometimes that is really cool to hear about. So, like I told y'all earlier, I got friends in all parts of the state, and actually I kind of have some friends in all troops of Arkansas State Police. Let's not forget that we show a lot of their videos, and they're well aware that we are showing their videos, and I have had some awesome interactions across Arkansas with multiple Arkansas State Troopers as I have traveled the state and revealed myself to them, and I don't like to mention specific names because I don't want to cause any trouble for any of those troopers, because they have to be careful about talking to the media. In law enforcement, they're extremely particular.
McDonald's on East Johnson, pretty massive disturbance just occurred.
Hang on.
Advising that her boyfriend locked her out of her apartment and left her at McDonald's and took off in her vehicle in gray Infinity.
Okay. They're putting out a domestic just occurred at Johnson and Caraway with the at the McDonald's, where the complainant stole a vehicle and left
We're going to assist him at McDonald's
Hang on.
East Johnson. That male has now shown back up to that location, and she's advising that he has been being abusive to her. Okay, so the male subject that stole her car has come back. There's a female subject at McDonald's, and the male subject has come back. Now, this is a in progress type call. At first it was a just occurred, but now it's in progress because he has returned back on scene and there's a disturbance. So we're going to respond to the disturbance in progress at McDonald's on Johnson and Caraway. We're at Caraway and Phillips now, and we're not that far. The call would be Miguel Vasquez. And I don't know if the Jonesboro PD units are going to beat me there or not. It depends on this light.
Now, somebody was asking me about what scanner do I use. Let me talk about that. Are you going to turn? Okay, cool. What scanner do I use? I use two different...
I'm taking A. You can show me getting out of McDonald's.
I use two different scanners. I use a unit in SDS 100 and I use a unit in SDS 200. The 200 is a portable. 100 is a desktop model. You could use the desktop in a vehicle. It comes with a mounting bracket and it's heavier duty. The 200 looks like a walkie-talkie. I am currently tonight using the 200, but I have both. And they both will digitally, they're digital trunking scanners, which are different from analog. So you need to make sure if you're buying a scanner to monitor the radio waves that you have a working knowledge in advance. What system does the agency you want to listen to use? That is imperative that you know this, because if you buy the wrong scanner, you're going to be out the money. And you don't want to pay out the butt for a scanner that you cannot use. If you have any questions about it, I'll actually just do a video about it. But you know, if you have any questions about it and you're really serious about wanting to buy a scanner or something like that, you can always email me at naturalstatetransparency@gmail.com. Again, that's naturalstatetransparency, all one word, lowercase. You don't even have to do capitalization. Naturalstatetransparency@gmail.com. Email me and say, hey, I'm interested in getting a scanner. Give me some tips. I'm happy to help you. That's all you got to do. Just email me. We'll talk about it. Okay, I'm 97 here at McDonald's. I do not see a domestic. I do not see a disturbance. I do not see anybody sitting in the restaurant. I'm going to spin it around and see if they're on the other side or if this domestic has walked. Sometimes these domestics go across the street because they're in progress. They go across the street in a different parking lot close by. We're just going to check it out real quick. Again, we are 97 here at the McDonald's that they called this in at, and we have beat the police, and I do not see a domestic going on in here. I'm looking in the restaurant now to see if I see anybody in there. Do not. I do not see a domestic going on. I don't see anything. I see a lady leaving. Hold on just a minute, guys. That might be it. I see a lady leaving here. Let's just turn this thing around here. Let's see if maybe this lady had anything. Hang on, I gotta do some parking weird stuff here. Let's back up here. Get out the way. I don't know if she had anything to do with it. She's driving a Tesla, but they didn't talk about a Tesla being in the call. That's her right there leaving in the white car, but I don't know that she had anything to do with it. Tennessee tags. I don't know that I don't know that she had anything to do with it. It didn't look like she was in any kind of distress. Might have just been a patron of the restaurant. So guys, I'm here. There's nothing happening here. I'll spin around one more time. We'll see if Jonesboro PD arrives.
Meeting available units to Carson Manor, 305. Ready for shots fired. Others you saw and heard shooting towards another building. Be two black males in black hoodies. Walked into the first building on the right when you enter the gates.
Hey, I don't, if somebody can Google Garden Manor Apartments, Jonesboro, they had a shooting just occurred over there, but it's not it's a shots fired. It's not somebody was hit. was a shots fired call that just occurred there. And I don't see anything happening here at this McDonald's. I don't see the police either, and I know I beat them up here. I don't think this lady that's walking in this parking lot had anything to do with it either. So let's get 98. Garden Manor Apartments.
Maybe the mail's still unseen there at McDonald's. Yeah, I've got one detained at the moment. Oh, shit. Should be good here, though. You can go to Garden Manor.
Did I really go to the wrong McDonald's?
Yeah, we're dispatch, correct?
Where the hell am I? I thought I was at the right spot. No, I'm on Nettleton. What an idiot. See, this is why I don't do live streams in Northeast much. My God. Yeah, there ain't nothing happening at the damn McDonald's because there's nothing happening at the damn McDonald's. I'm at the wrong one. Jeez, I'm just now realizing it. Can't believe I did that. Well, I can believe I did that. That's the thing. I can actually totally believe I did that. Jesus. Well, you know what? This is why you're rocking it right now, because you know I'm not perfect and I'm going to make mistakes. That's what happens. Oh, well, let's pull over and figure out what we're doing next. Wrong McDonald's. Wrong McDonald's. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm not at the right McDonald's. You're right. I'm not. I'm at the wrong one. It is an Easter egg hunt. It's totally that's what doing this live streaming and doing like ooh, look at that. Did you see that pizza marquee that just rolled by? It was a Grand Marquis when it had a pizza thing on the top. It says off of 141. Jeez, I'm an idiot. I wasn't looking at the comments. That was the problem, because I didn't see all of y'all were. I could have gotten well, there's 5 minutes of my life I just wasted. My bad. Sorry, guys. If you ever wanted to know if anything was happening at the McDonald's on Nettleton, it is not. I don't even know where the McDonald's on Johnson is. I didn't even know there was one over there.
5-4 dispatch, number 298.
Apparently.
Back to Rapid City.
All right. Garden Manor Apartments with shots fired. Somebody's saying that's right by ASU. So we're gonna head that way, Garden Manor Apartments area, or maybe that McDonald's over near John is what you're talking about on Johnson. Okay, so that's where the McDonald's is. Got it.
3 dispatch, myself, 121.
Mark says Garden Manor is off of North Main by Parker Park. Okay. Oh. Wow. Guys, I got to show you something crazy. Apparently, I wasn't even born yet. Hold on, I got to show you. This is pretty whack. Look at this sign from for Walgreens. Oh, it won't zoom in, will it? Hold on, I'll pull in. Let me pull in this Walgreens real quick. I'll show y'all something funny. That's pretty funny. I wasn't even born yet. Apparently, I wasn't even born yet. Come on, light. Let's go. Analog. All analog. You see that? Nothing digital. Analog. I love it. Okay, let me see if I can get in front of this car and safely do this real quick. Yes, I can. And then we'll cut over here. And then we'll cut over here. And then I'm going to show y'all something kind of funny. I'm always looking for the funnies. Let's go back this way. Let's go back. And then it's the wrong time. It's a different time on the other side. I don't understand that either. So I'm at the Walgreens parking lot over here at Red Wolf and Nettleton. Oh, it changed. It changed. I wonder why it did that. April 23rd of 80, 6:30, 16 p.m. So apparently it is April 23rd of 1980 tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and I was still in my mother's belly being formed because I was born in July of 80. So, wow! Talk about reclaiming my youth. Man, I get to live life all over again. All right. Yay. It's like a do-over. It's a do-over. God. It's my do-over tonight. Thank you, Walgreens. I needed that laugh. And why can't I get you to focus? Because you suck. Why won't you focus? Alrighty, well. Hold on, I'll be right back. Why won't you focus? Maybe if I move, it'll focus. Let's see if that'll help. That might help. Righty then. Well, I feel dumb as hell because I don't know the different McDonald's here. But that's all right. You just have to learn. This is how you learn, folks. This is how you learn. You just get out here and drive around, and eventually you'll remember it. Well, I turned autofocus off earlier, but then it... I did turn it off earlier. I turned it back on because it was messing up. And the problem is it's not raining. It's misty. It's very misty tonight, so the streets are starting to get slick and wet, and it's not raining, it's just misty. So it's complicating hopefully the pictures, it looks, on my end, it looks like it's doing pretty good, so. Hopefully it will keep doing good. The last thing I like is to have a bunch of problems with the video while doing the live stream. And if you've been rocking the live streams for a while, then you kind of know that tends to happen to me like all the time. So far so good tonight. Okay, we're approaching the intersection of Johnson and Red Wolf again for the second time tonight, heading back towards Hilltop. And we will see where this McDonald's is allegedly at.
You never call back so you can talk with us.
Okay, so it sounds like they're out with the male subject at McDonald's, but they're trying to get the female to come back to talk to the officers about what happened. And I think that's what I just heard. So rumor has it there's a McDonald's down here that I don't remember ever seeing. I'm sure one of y'all's gonna let me know I'm going the wrong way on Johnson, right? If I'm going the wrong way, right? Hint, hint, hint. I did not know there was a McDonald's. Well, I heard him call it out, but I didn't know that that was down here. I don't come up here much. And it is right off the campus, isn't it? My God, it's right here.
61 Highway 120. It's going to be a maroon Chevy Trailblazer or some boys there in Charles, 9-inch rate, BDC.
They're making a traffic stop on 61.
A Scanner, Lasso, and a Braun Bass. They're all in the middle of the road fighting.
Yeah, what?
County unit that can go assist.
18's route.
Copy.
Maybe the best speed route. Yeah.
Copy.
Ford is like helping route.
Copy.
Multiple Craighead County Sheriff's units are responding to a fight in the middle of the street, but I didn't catch where. I'm holding the channel momentarily so we can figure out maybe where that's happening at. So I see there's one officer over here at the McDonald's. He's sitting in his car on his phone in the middle of the driveway, and I do not see him out with anybody. He's probably the one that was wanting to call the...
The unknown weapons. Horse hanging out right in front of the old cemetery.
I don't know where the old cemetery is. I didn't hear what road the sheriff's units were going to. It's near the old cemetery, but I don't know. I mean, which one is that? How many are there of those in Craighead County? So I'm sure there's plenty. Maybe we can figure out in a minute where they're heading. Currently on State Street and Johnson right now. We're heading on Johnson. We're going to head back towards downtown. So going back to what I was saying, the Jonesboro PD unit sitting in the McDonald's, he was on the phone. It looked like maybe he was asking to see if the female would come back and talk to him. Seems like the male and the female got 98 from the parking lot prior to his arrival, which means they left. They took off. So there's not a lot to that call. We're going to keep on going. Oh. Okay, I do have a question for you viewers out there. If you could give me a little feedback. So one of the problems I was having doing live streams was that it seemed like my connection was never good. And oh, green tea, thank you. Let me read your comment. Showing my favorite content creator some love. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you, green tea. Thank you. Our friend from North Little Rock. We appreciate the support. And so let me ask this question because I want to make sure
C47, no, 10742.
I want to make sure. I'm just curious about something. So some of y'all that have watched the live stream in the past have known that I've had some difficulties with streaming, and sometimes it cuts out, and it's choppy and crappy signal, all those things, right? Well, I'm asking because I did something different between all the live streams and tonight. And the difference is, drum roll please, yours truly decided that was unacceptable. I was getting a little irritated with all the complications I was having during live streams because, that's not fun for you to sit at home or at work or wherever you're at, in your car, wherever you're sitting there, you officers, you troopers that are sitting in your squads right now watching me on your phones. I mean, all of that. It's not fair to you to watch, only to have it just cutting out all the time. It's irritating, and, that's not what I want to do. So I've been sitting here scratching my head for a year figuring out, well, what am I doing wrong? What could I do to make it better? And so I have taken the opportunity to upgrade. That's hence why my mother got a new phone, because I got her a new phone, and I was really looking into things, and I tweaked my wireless plan. I don't have any love to this brand. As a matter of fact, I'll be the first to tell you I really despise them about as much as I can. But I currently use AT&T. I know. Yeah. But I currently use AT&T, and I did a tweak where I changed my wireless plan, and then I did the turbo function, to pay the extra $7 a month for them to give me a better signal or whatever the hell it is, whatever. So the question that I really have tonight, long-winded, but the question that I have is, does it seem like, as I have been driving around Jonesboro tonight in various neighborhoods and areas, does it seem like we have stayed more connected tonight versus the other times? For you folks that watch and know the problems we've had, does it just seem like this is better tonight? That's what I'm asking. Maybe it is better, because it's hard for me to know sometimes on this end of it until I go home and then I watch the replay and I just see how bad it was. So if it seems better, it might be because I upgraded my wireless plan with AT&T, and I'm paying the $7 a month for the turbo, and my wireless plan is the $80 a month super duper unlimited blah 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 blah, because that's about what it sounds like to me. Blah blah blah. I love this area. Look at that. The mural on the wall, the lofts down here in downtown Jonesboro. I love this little area right in here. Look at that. The old tobacco mural on the wall right there. This is definitely my kind of block.
Apartment 3. Clerk's running a welfare check on her daughter, Veronica Moore, until we've called us for further.
And I hear you on that about Starlink. I have considered that. It's expensive. If I did enough live streaming where I would be going to rural communities to do the live streams more, I would consider it, but I don't, because the truth is, the whole point of me going to a rural community, I want to show you guys what's happening. Some of these towns in Arkansas are dead at night. And so it's, it really doesn't make sense for me to go invest a lot of money into the Starlink thing only to not go to the places that you could if you had Starlink. Love the murals on the walls down here. It's the older part of Jonesboro.
Highway 230 and Highway 63, Highway 230 and Highway 63. We have a with a possible entrapment.
Okay, 230 and 63. Where's 230 and 63? That's in Bono, is it not? Hey guys, help me out. Where's 230 at? 230's over there in Bono. 230 and 63, correct? Elizabeth, am I right? Got a 2-car accident with entrapment. Okay, we're en route to Bono. We're gonna head to Bono right now. So they just put out an accident with injury with entrapment on Bono at 230 and 63. Here we go. We're about 8 to 10 minutes away. That's where John Wood works right there. Piece of crap. Let's keep on going here. We're 1019 to Bono. Bono is a community that is west of Jonesboro in Craighead County, and it's really not too far from Jonesboro at all. So we are going to respond there and see what's happening in Bono.
Just be advised, it's going to be a vehicle that has slipped into a ditch. You can't pick up trucks.
Okay, Come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Okay, we're going to hold the channel right now. They've got a vehicle upside down in a ditch in Bono. Vehicle upside down in a ditch at 230 and 63.
Dispatch traffic tonight. For dispatch.
Sure.
We just did for mayor. No property damage, no victims. 15 release.
Okay.
James been hovering in the background on the Roku tonight, just in time to chime in for a major oops. So you're asking if it's rain or snow? This is mist. Misty. It's just enough mist to get the streets wet. It's not really raining. I've just got my windshield wipers going because it's hard to see because of the mist. And I'm sure that probably is a contributing factor to the accident that we're responding to at Arkansas 230 and US 63 in Bono, if you want to look that up on the map. I'm currently on East Washington Avenue, or is this West? Where am I at? I'm on West Washington and Congress. I'm about to come up on 555 and we're going to go westbound. My ETA to this accident's about 5 minutes. We're on the west side of Jonesboro.
It's going to be on the north side. Northbound. They guys that they can see Jonesboro Cycle.
We'll see if there's a state trooper going to this as well, and they may pass us on the way. Because I'm getting on the freeway now. Troopers probably going to work that accident.
It was confirmed that one person is trapped. They
do have entrapment. They have confirmation that one person is entrapped on this accident we're responding to. So that tells me that they're going to roll Bono Fire Department for extrication. I'm currently on 555 now. We're going to be approaching Dan Avenue, which is Arkansas 91, here in just a minute. We're going to get on down the road here.
dispatch is surrounding though. Is at 63B.
Negative. Highway 23.
Okay, let me get over.
It's going to be 63 and CR 140. Main Hollow.
Got a trooper approaching me from behind, running hot. Got a trooper coming right now. Okay, folks, I'm about to be on the Bono Hill. They call this Bono Hill. 63 in Bono. I got a trooper coming up behind me. That may be county. I said that was, well, no, that's a blacked out trooper car. That's a blacked out trooper, I think. Somebody here with flashers on. That might be a fire. I bet this guy in front of me with hazards on is with the fire department. You know, you got to keep in mind we're in a rural area up here in Northeast Arkansas. Some of these firefighters are going to be responding in their POVs, their personal vehicles. So that guy that's got his hazard lights on in front of me behind the trooper is probably a volunteer firefighter. Okay, guys, we are coming.
State police route?
Yeah, they got state police en route right now. So we're right here in Bono. Let's make sure we don't get in anybody's way here. Alrighty. We should be coming up on it right now. 230's right here. Where is it? Okay, I see it. Okay, guys, we're right here. It is just past 2:30 on 63, and let's figure out if I can even watch this. I don't know if I can. So this is on the way to my house. I live up in Lawrence County in Walnut Ridge. This would be on the way back to Walnut Ridge from Jonesboro. Be right back. Hang on just a second, guys. Yeah, it's definitely flipped on its side over here. That's police, sheriff. A lot of different firefighters. There's two vehicles out. Oh, I could have pulled over right there. Hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too. Hold on, guys. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Watch this. Because there's a little cutoff right there. Perfect. A perfect little cutoff. Oh, I can't see it though. Oh, there it was. Okay, I'm going to come back again. I don't want to be in anybody's way, but I'm gonna double back and we're going to come back through. Here come the troopers. Here come the troopers. Look at the traffic coming the opposite direction. Look at the traffic coming the opposite direction right here. You got, I think these are troopers. Likely. Either that or a sheriff. That looks like a sheriff. That's another sheriff, but I think this is a trooper right here. Yeah, that's the trooper we were following. He went to the B highway. Now, this initially came in as on the B highway. We're right here at 230 and 63 in Bono. I'm going to make a U-turn, and I saw a perfect place for me to post up, so stand by. We got we got two vehicles out in the grass, and one of them is overturned. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't need to park on the other side. I'm going to park on this side. You'll see there's a cutoff. It's a perfect place to park. And then we'll get out and we'll do the camera mount on the phone. You'll get a good view.
Crash reported ahead.
Okay. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fire, fire. Boom! I got a great spot right here. Heck yeah. Beautiful. Okay, guys, stand by. I'll get out here and we'll set up my thing and we'll zoom in. Stand by. Oh. It's kind of windy out here. Woo! Stand by just a second. Dang it, go in there. I know it's doing that vibrating thing. I'm going to move the camera in just a second. It's windy. It's really windy out here. I got to get a hat on. I don't have a big coat tonight. I just have my vest. Okay, I'm gonna move y'all. Stand by. Woo! This is Ted, by the way. Ted. I'm gonna mount y'all on the other side and it'll break the wind. Not that breaking of the wind though, for you Blaylock types. Hang on guys, sorry about that. Be right back. I'm gonna wipe my camera off real quick. Give me just a second here to wipe that off. I'm still here. I'm just standing here with my phone. I'm trying to make sure we got a good picture here. Yeah, it's pretty cold out here. I can't lie to you, I'm freezing. I've only got a puffer vest on. I didn't bring my heavy coat with the hood. I ran over some debris in the roadway. I don't know how these two ended up leaving the road and flipping like that. It was past the intersection, so I don't know if somebody turned in someone else's lane and it caused them both to flip or what. Because this did not happen at the intersection of 230 and 63. It was just past it, but it wasn't right there. So this wasn't somebody pulling out on the highway, I don't think. Beth, you said you could bring me a coat or a hat or something. I'm good right now because I'm not going to be here much longer. But I do appreciate that. It looks like they got everybody out. Just now, I've been watching it. I'm sorry that I can't get it to focus better because it's zoomed in as far as it can go. And I see firefighters that are standing outside of the overturned vehicle. I think they got the person out just now. And we're just going to continue to sit here for a couple more minutes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna hold this camera for another second, zoom in one more time, and we're gonna get out of here. I'm cold. Gotta warm up a little bit. So that is the scene tonight right here in Bono. And yours truly is going to get out of here. I'll get my phone and my little trusty little flashlight over here. Woo! My fingers are icicles. Ooh. It's really cold outside. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Hang on just a minute. Don't go nowhere. Be right back.
All right, 527. Go. Which one of those vehicles is the EA supposed to be getting? Dispatch. Where you direct?
Woo!
EA is going to be getting the Jeep.
Yeah, I know. Hell, I'm becoming that old man right before your eyes. I feel like it.
Shut down, correct?
All right, let's get up out of here.
Cheers, bro. Give me a second. I'll let you know when he's going to move his truck.
You know what? It must be pretty cold out here because there's a lot of steam coming off my exhaust. Woo-wee! Here we go.
He's getting the truck now. He's going to go over and block it. He's going to try to get back all the way on the shoulder and leave this one lane open, but he don't know if he's going to go to it or not. Yep.
Stop it. Go from freezing to hot in like 2 seconds. September, Virgo, always a pleasure. Glad you were here. And we'll see you next time. You have a good night.
Oh, no, dispatch.
Go ahead.
10-8 from Lake Louisiana. Party 7.
Copy. Has 15's been released?
Check one.
Copy.
527. They can be sent out in the second line as well. Totally up to you if you want to send them on the turn lane or not.
Marticia Moo, I wasn't going to say it, but you know what? Somebody did have a laundry. That laundry thing was just right there on the road, wasn't it? I almost said something, and I wasn't sure if y'all could see that very well. That's why I didn't say anything. Yeah, litter bug. That's exactly right. Yeah, that looked like, you know, the brand All for laundry soap. It's called All, and it comes in a blue package. I'm pretty sure that was All. That was the brand.
4 to 39. Southbound lane. So you said this cars through on the median. So we don't have to worry about any other accidents if you want to.
Check one.
I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to my friend at the post office real quick. Be right back. Oh, goodness.
Kitchen Matthews, 3PC, Arkansas 061, Young John George, 0601, YJG.
Copy.
Dispatch, update our location to Kitchen and Oak.
Copy.
All right, so we are in Bono, home of Elizabeth. They just added this Domino's. They took a old building, an old historic building, and just modified it to do a Domino's pizza here. So, yeah. Bono got a Domino's. All right. Some Christmas lights. Right here in
Engine 2.
Bono.
If you have an ambulance in route, you can sample them.
The jail needs you to call them, please.
Temple.
All right.
14 Jones, 1424. C14.
Lacey and Dan, Adam Williams, Zebra 6A Union, AWZ 6AU, Black Key Austin.
Lacey and Dan Avenue. I don't know where Lacey is. I know where Dan. C14 just made a traffic stop. C14 just made a traffic stop there
Somebody on scene 2143.
at Dan and Lacey. We're not far from that. It's probably the trooper that came here. I bet Craighead County agreed to work this accident. That's why the trooper left. I saw the trooper leaving. I think he's driving that blacked out Tahoe. That's C14. Whoever that is.
Engine 2 dispatch. Show engine 2 in service, plan terminated.
Well, Jim Music is back in the chat. I've been wondering about you, Mr. Jim Music. Glad to see you in the chat. There was some speculation. We weren't sure if you were coming back here or not. We didn't know. I'm glad to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Folks, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
30.
55 southbound, be about the Welcome Center, north of the 67. So Wisconsin, Adam Mary King, 9150, AMK 9150.
Report. Go ahead.
There was one.
47.
Hello everyone, this is Beth and Bono. I hope you are all having a lovely stream with James. I'm sorry I wasn't here for this one, but I will totally do the next one. This man, I'm gonna tell you what, I love him. You guys have fun. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Five 2739. We temporarily lost our center lane. It was left.